Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Going to take a look around a market. This is up near Talamban, I believe, on the north side of Cebu City, Banawa maybe. And my friend was up here taking the video. And you want a house, a lot for sale? That's how you find them. You won't find a lot of them online. You'll find signs like that. And that's making signs is a big business here. Anyway, you have a couple of quite large markets in Cebu City. You have the Carbone Market, which is in the downtown area. You've got a pretty big market over in Mandaue City, and this is a pretty good sized market, medium sized market. And then they go down. You get neighborhood markets, and then you get down to your sari stores. And a lot of these markets will buy some of their goods at the larger market. And of course, everybody needs to make a little profit. Lots of fresh fish every day. And I am told, I've always asked, what happens if you don't sell the fish? What happens to the fish? What do you do with it? And I'm told that usually by the end of the day, most of the fish is sold. Some of the fish will be turned into salted fish. Is that correct? Dried or salted? But most of the dried fish does not come from these fish. It is actually there are places. Bantayan Island is one place. A number of other islands that specialize in making these dried fish and salted fish, what they call salted dried fish. Uh, and anywhere from I think the squid over there was I think she said 600 pesos per kilogram. But once you dry it out, you take all the liquid out. You get quite a bit for in a kilogram. 300 for some of the very small fish there, and I'm not sure about the rest of them. But Filipinos, lots of Filipinos love the dried fish, and it smells when you cook it up, but they love the dried fish. And here we have salted fish, what's called salted fish, and not sure the process. Maybe some of you have the more knowledge about how they process that very small fish that is salted. I don't know if they take larger fish, grind it up, and salt it. Not sure. I am always interested in the logistics, how everything gets produced and transported. These sacks of rice, 25 kilos each, the guy said. That's going to shorten you a couple inches. You do that very long, I think. So 75 kilos, what is that, times 2.2? About 165 pounds on your neck. I think that would shorten just about anybody up. Do that very long at all. I wouldn't want to do it one time, I don't think. Anyway, a few thoughts here. August of 2020, and my girlfriend tells me she just got called back to work. After 4 months of no work, she got called back to work, which is very good news. There are many people going back to work, different factories, stores are opening up. And the particular place that she works, I don't think they would open up unless they planned on staying open long term. So I think they've got some pretty good ties to the government, people in the government. So I think people are starting to understand that the economy is a mess. They need to open and stay open and work through this. Some of her relatives have also gotten work, and they're again over on in MEPS, what they call the manufacturing area, a couple of areas over on Mactan Island. Many factories with thousands and thousands of employees. Many of those employees, when the quarantine went into effect, they went back to their home provinces. So now they're scrambling, trying to hire more local people. And so uh, it's giving those people an opportunity. But at the same time, if those people that went back to their province were permanent employees, then they may come back at some point in time, or they may not, and reclaim those jobs. Anyway, as far as international flights go, looks like we're looking at least a couple of more months, October, November, December, who knows? The big bottleneck is they cannot handle. They still have thousands and thousands of Filipinos who want to come back, who've been working, lost their jobs around the world, who want to come back home. And the airports, the ferries, the local governments are not set up to handle the testing, the quarantine, whether it's short term, waiting for test results, or long term. So, they continue to expand and open up more medical facilities, taking over using schools and different buildings. Uh, but it just isn't, they aren't going to get that capacity up for a number of months anyway. So maybe next year, start planning for next year, I guess. I know a number of you have flights still this year, but anyway, just that's all the news I have right now. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.